Here is the $1,000,000 question. What's best for fat loss? Weights or doing endless amounts of cardio? So for anyone who attends slimming clubs and gets told not to lift weights, this video is for you. Or for anybody who thinks that doing endless amounts of cardio is better for fat loss, this video is also for you. I want you to watch, so for all the members at slimming clubs, I want you to watch this video and I want to show this video to your consultant and see what they say next time you're in. So we know slimming clubs are only bothered about weight loss, not fat loss, scale weight loss. That's all they care about. The number on the scale, so they can give you a certificate. They want you to tell all your friends about it so you promote their company. When actually all they could be doing is making you unhealthy and harming your body. Now for all the loyal Slimming Club attendees, this is not my opinion. All I'm doing is sharing with you the studies from the latest research, and my goal is to help you understand that striving for the lowest body weight you can possibly be doesn't necessarily mean you are healthy, even if you are eating healthy. So let me prove it to you. I know this all looks a bit sciencey, but trust me, if you get your head around this, rather than focusing on fat loss alone, it will change your life for the better. And if you've been struggling to lose fat, this could be the trigger you needed. So I'm going to do a little demonstration on the whiteboard behind me in a second, but just use your imagination now. So imagine we've got two identical twins. We've got Slimming Club Sue and we've got Weights Wendy. Both weigh exactly the same, 200 pounds, and both want to lose fat. So we're going to follow both their journeys from the start, and we're going to do in 12 months time. So Slimming Club Sue only attends a slimming club, which she goes to once a week, and she gets told by the consultant that she has to do countless amounts of running and lift zero weights because that's worse for fat loss. And then we've got Weights Wendy, who doesn't even go to a gym. All she does is she gets in a daily steps neat, which I'll explain what that means later on in this video. She's bought a few dumbbells and she's put them in a spare room. And along with her body weight, she starts using them 3 times a week from watching my videos. And from watching my videos, she understands the importance of cardio as well. So what she's done, she's created a circuit with the weights to increase the intensity throughout the workouts. So this is a demonstration. Right, so we know they're both identical twins, Weights Wendy and Slimming Club Sue. So they both weigh 200 pounds each. They both got exactly the same body compositions, exactly the same amount of fat, muscle, everything. They do exactly the same thing every single day. They literally live the same life, okay? Their TDEE, which stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure, which is how many calories they burn each in the day. Okay, and that's by getting up in the morning, cooking breakfast, taking the kids to school, going to work, coming back, sitting on their ass and watching Netflix. They burn 2,500 calories. Everybody burns different amount of calories depending on how weight, age, sex, activity levels, what they do as a living. I probably burn not far off 3,000. But they burn 2,500. So to break that number down, 2,500, into different parts of what makes up their TDEE, the majority of that is your metabolism, your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. So this is how many calories, so obviously it's a big portion, you burn at rest, okay? Just by brain activity, lungs, breathing, liver, kidneys, all your organs functioning, everything moving together and keeping you alive. This is that amount of calories. Obviously, it's the majority amount of calories in every single day. Underneath that is your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is how many calories you burn by just walking to the bus stop, walking to your car, walking up the steps to work, or walking to the lift if you're lazy. Taking your kids to school, bring your kids back, sitting down, walking to the city and watching Netflix all night. Me just doing this, me walking up and down speaking to you. This is your NEAT. So it's not typically exercise, it's not going to a gym, it's not going on a bike ride, it's just how many steps. So it should be minimum 10,000 steps a day. Underneath that, you got your EAT. This is your exercise activity thermogenesis. This is exercise. This is you going to the gym. This is you going on a bike. This is you going on the rowing machine. This is you going out for a jog. That's that. And then your last one is thermal effect of food. This is how many calories you burn by consuming food. Different types of food burn different amounts of calories. Fibre and protein expend more calories digesting, so you burn more calories by eating things like fibre and protein. But anyway, the point being, Weights Wendy and Slimming Club Sue, it's exactly the same. So this is where they start. Okay, the reason why they burn so many calories, 2,500, which is quite a lot, is because they weigh 200 pounds. So imagine if you weigh, say, 150 pounds, okay, imagine an extra 50 pounds on your back. Imagine an extra 10k or something on your back, what you've got to carry around, okay? So you weigh 150 pounds, you're carrying 50 pounds. Obviously, you're going to work harder. Your heart rate is going to go higher because you're going to be walking around with extra resistance with a weight. So this is the reason why their metabolism is so high. To increase metabolism, it's all about tissue. The more tissue mass you've got in your body, the higher your metabolism. So fast forward a year, the results are in. Right, so remember we've got Weights Wendy, who's just got a weight regime. She incorporates a little bit of cardio into a weight circuit. Then we've got Slimming Club Sue, who doesn't do any weights. She gets told by the consultant not to do any weights. She sees Slimming Club once a week and she just goes on extreme measures with her dieting, trying to lose as much scale weight as possible. So these are the results. So we've got Slimming Club Sue, she's lost a whopping 75 pounds. We've got Weights Wendy, who's lost 58 pounds. Even though they're both fantastic results, Sue has lost more. She's lost more, a greater deficit. But look where Sue's TDE is. So remember what TD, total daily energy expenditure, 2,500 every single day, which means when they started the journey, the BMI and the metabolisms were really big. Now look at Sue's metabolism now. It shrank. Okay, a BMI, basal metabolic rate, metabolism has shrank. So she's now only needs 1,250 calories every single day to live, compared to 2,500, what she did a year ago. Okay, that's not good. That's not great. Okay. Look at and compare it to Wendy's. Wendy's is 1,750, so it's still less because she has lost tissue, but not muscle tissue. She's lost fat tissue. So remember, to lose a tissue is where you you lose your metabolism. Your metabolism goes down. So Wendy was doing it the right way. Her metabolism is bigger than Sue's, and this is because she has built muscle. So she has lost one type of tissue, adiposity tissue, fat tissue, and she's increased another tissue, muscle tissue, okay? And for people who say that you can't build muscle when you're in a calorie deficit, okay, when you're in a catabolic state, you can. It's very minimal, up to 10 to 12 pounds a year, but you can still build muscle as long as you hit these three things, okay? As long as you train minimum 3 times a week, resistance training, as long as you eat enough protein, sufficient amount of protein, and as long as you don't extreme diet too much, as long as you don't reduce your calories too much, so like a very small deficit, you can still build muscle. Okay, so Wendy has increased her muscle mass. That's why her BMI is still gone down a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was. So because that hasn't gone down as much as Sue's, and because she's stronger as well from doing all this resistance training, and she's strengthened the joints and muscles and everything, her NEAT has increased. It's doubled in size. So she goes out and walks more. She's got more energy as well because she's incorporated a cardio as well into a regime. So she goes out, so her NEAT's up. So she burns more calories, she does more steps in the day. She walks more, she takes the steps instead of the lift when she goes to work. She walks the kids to school rather than driving. You know, she uses her legs more than she uses wheels. Her EAT, exercise activity thermogenesis, okay, that's gone up a little bit as well, but that's not the most important part. And then a thermal effect of food, she eats more protein. So compared to Sue's, that's a lot more as well.
because she eats more protein. Okay, even though Sue, they both eat the same amount of fibre, per se, she eats way more protein than Sue. See, building muscle is really good for your BMR as well. And because her calories now are 1750, when she goes into metabolic adaptation, reverse dieting, she can get them back up to 2000. 2000 calories every day is an average for a female, okay? So she's going to get her calories back up slowly, adding about 5% on every week or something. While Sue, she's on a really low amount. She's on 1250. So if she just even smells a chocolate bar, she's going to put some fat on. It's going to be so much easier for Sue to put on weight than it is for Wendy, because Wendy's metabolism is burning calories. She can eat more what she wants than Sue. So even though Sue has had a great success on the scales, sustainably, she's kind of flawed. Her results are flawed. She has to starve herself to try and live every day to maintain that weight. It's harder to maintain that weight. Her hair's falling, because the calories are so low, her hair's falling out, her nails are falling off, her skin's pale, she doesn't look healthy. She's really skinny. I've drawn a little picture for you. She's really skinny. She's got amenorrhea as well, so she didn't have a period. Her period's fucked up as well. While you got Wendy, who's a figure of health. So even though she hasn't lost as much weight, she's got a healthy amount of fat percentage on her. She's got healthy amount of muscle mass on her butt. She's increased her bone density. She's hopefully going to prevent osteoporosis in later life. She's helped her posture as well. She's built up muscles in the upper middle back, which has built up her posture. So she's not going to be kyphotic or lordotic. She's going to keep a nice straight body. So she's invested in her health. She's invested in her body as well. So now, let's explain the results. So now we've got the results. So just to break it down, right? So we've got Slimming Club Sue. Her weight loss 75 pounds. So in the Slimming Club culture, she's the winner. She's the winner there, but she's not the winner here. And then we've got Weights Wendy, who had a 58 pound loss. Okay, fat loss. Slimming Club Sue lost 60 pounds. Weights Wendy lost 70 pounds. The reason being she lost more is because she's got more muscle mass, because she moves more, she's got more muscle mass, she's got more mitochondria in her muscle, she's burning more calories, she's got less muscle mass than Slimming Club Sue, even though she's got more of the weight loss, but we know most of that weight loss is muscle loss, not just fat loss. Okay, then we've got muscle loss or gain. So as we've been saying, Slimming Club Sue has lost 15 pounds of muscle, while Weights Wendy has increased her muscle mass by 12 pounds. So then, at the end of it, Slimming Club Sue is 24%, whilst Weights Wendy has 35%, which is not far off an athlete score. She has built a body. So remember, if you've got two people who weigh exactly the same, okay, on the scale weight, their body composition could be completely different. So you can have two people who look completely different who have the same scale weight. You could have one who looks like Jennifer Lawrence and one who looks like Sue Bo, okay? Susan Boyle. But they could weigh the same but look completely different. This is why the slimming world, the slimming club mentality, the slimming club system is flawed. Okay? So, little key for you at the bottom here. So 1 pound of muscle equates to between 7 and 11 calories burned for every pound of muscle. For every pound of fat, between 2 and 3 calories are burned. Thermal effect of food. Okay, we talked about protein burning more calories. 30% more calories burn when you consume protein over other nutrients. EPOC. This is like a latest research, a latest study. So when you lift weights, your metabolism increases, not just by building muscle, but it also increases just by the workouts. But this is for a different video. But thank you for watching.